Hello and welcome to today's web news with our pick of the stories making the online headlines. Coming up on today's show, in the USA, tributes to Michael Brown continue to flood in. The story of a young gay man disowned by his family outrages the net. And New Yorkers head to the beach dressed up to the nines. While the investigation into Michael Brown's death persists, Americans are continuing to honour the young man's memory. As shown by these images filmed on Saturday, several hundred people protested in the streets of Ferguson to pay homage to the young man who was killed by a police officer on August 9th. During the peaceful gathering, participants held aloft banners denouncing police brutality towards the black community and chanting slogans calling for justice for Michael Brown. This protest comes after another march last Thursday in Minneapolis, when thousands of people gathered to offer their support to the dead man's family. The protesters expressed their anger towards the security forces and seized the opportunity to call on the American justice system to severely punish Darren Wilson, the police officer who killed Michael Brown, and who has still not been charged in connection with the case. And while tributes have flooded in from anonymous members of the public since Michael Brown's death, many celebrities have also shown support for his loved ones online. The actor Orlando Jones put his own twist to the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge by dousing himself in shell casings to stop people forgetting the tragic incident which cost the young man's life. Meanwhile, a slew of rappers recorded a new track entitled Don't Shoot, now available on download platforms, and which will benefit the Mike Brown Memorial Fund.
Black dress code, now we looting in the night. Now we throwing Molotovs in this Holocaust, and I know they hate to hear me screaming I'm about. Time to take a stand and save our future. Like we all got shot, we all got shot.
Let me tell you something, you little piece. No, you're not gonna fucking hit me.
Insulted and slapped before being kicked out. 19-year-old American man Daniel Pierce was disowned by his family after coming out to them. The video, which he filmed secretly on his mobile phone, quickly went viral online, where it generated a wave of support in his favour. On social networks, many people have defended the man, just like this Twitter user who offers him a place to sleep on his couch. Another net user composed and posted a song on YouTube inspired by Daniel Pierce's ordeal.
Children camping under bridges, they've been sent to live. All for differences in sexual preference. I didn't raise you this way. I could just read and dance.
This support movement has also resulted in donations made on the support page set up to assist the young man, who now finds himself destitute. In just 3 days, more than $90,000 have been raised, thanks to the generosity of more than 3,500 charitable souls. Daniel Pierce is now urging net users to finance shelters to help young people disowned by their families due to their sexual orientation. This request is considered vital, according to journalist Brandon Weber, who recalls in an article published on the site Upworthy that Daniels is far from being an isolated case in the United States. The article goes on to explain that 40% of homeless youth are thought to be gay. 30% or nothing is the hashtag currently being used by many Nigerian net users to call for greater youth representation at all levels of governance in the country. Twitter users are recalling that 70% of voters in Nigeria are young and that they should therefore be better represented in local institutions. They're calling for 30% of Nigerian elected and appointed government positions to be reserved for youth representatives ahead of the legislative elections in February 2015. The white dress worn by Marilyn Monroe in the film The 7-Year Itch has just sold at auction for $4,600,000, making it the most expensive film prop ever to be sold. This infographic on the eBay site shows the sums paid on resale sites for hundreds of the most emblematic movie collector's items, such as a car used by James Bond in Goldfinger, which was sold for $4 million, or the volleyball which belonged to Tom Hanks in Castaway, which was auctioned for $40,000. Italian artist and hand-painting aficionado Guido Daniel, transforms his model's hands into a range of wild animals using paint and oodles of talent. This technique derives from body painting, a technique in which he has specialised for over 25 years. His temporary and impressive creations require an average of 4 hours' work, and net users can view them on his website. As we can see from these images recently posted online, several hundred people heeded the call last week by the Improv Everywhere prank collective by spending a day at a New York beach in black tie attire. The zany initiative didn't fail to surprise holidaymakers, and net users can see the results in full on YouTube.